When all continents were one. Introduction. Over 200 million years ago, our planet looked completely different. There were no separate continents, no familiar borders, no oceans dividing civilizations. Instead, the Earth was dominated by a single, enormous landmass, Pangaea. Surrounded by the vast ocean known as Panthalassa, Pangaea was the greatest supercontinent in Earth's history, a land where deserts stretched endlessly across the center and life along the coasts flourished in strange and fascinating ways. Chapter 1: The Discovery of Pangaea. The story of Pangaea begins not in the age of dinosaurs, but in the early 20th century. A German scientist named Alfred Wegener looked at a world map and noticed something strange. The coastlines of South America and Africa seemed to fit together like puzzle pieces. But this was more than coincidence. Fossils of the same ancient plants and animals were turning up on both sides of the Atlantic Ocean. Rock layers matched across continents thousands of miles apart. Wegener proposed a radical idea: continents drift. He believed that long ago, all the continents had been joined together as one. At first, his theory was dismissed. Many scientists laughed at the thought of wandering continents. But Wegener had planted a seed that would eventually grow into one of the most important discoveries in Earth science. Chapter 2: Plate Tectonics, the Force Behind Pangaea. It wasn't until the 1960s, decades after Wegener's death, that his idea was finally proven. Scientists discovered that Earth's outer shell, the lithosphere, is broken into massive plates that float on molten rock below. These tectonic plates are constantly moving, colliding, and breaking apart. Over millions of years, their motion reshapes continents, raises mountains, and opens new oceans. Pangaea was one of the most spectacular results of this process. Around 335 million years ago, smaller continents and land fragments began colliding, eventually merging into one colossal landmass. Chapter 3: Life on Pangaea. What was life like on this ancient supercontinent? The interior of Pangaea was vast and dry, far from the ocean's influence. Scientists believe enormous deserts dominated its center with extreme temperatures and little vegetation. Life there would have been harsh. But along the coasts, things were very different. Rivers and wetlands provided lush environments where plants and animals thrived. This was the age of early reptiles, giant insects, and strange amphibians. And later, during the Triassic period, Pangaea became home to some of the first dinosaurs. The climate across Pangaea was unpredictable. Seasonal monsoons brought heavy rains in some regions, while other areas remained locked in drought. This mix of extremes shaped the evolution of life in powerful ways. Chapter 4: The Breakup of Pangaea. Nothing on Earth is permanent, not even a supercontinent. Around 230 million years ago, forces beneath the surface began tearing Pangaea apart. Massive rifts split the landmass, forming valleys and eventually new oceans. Over millions of years, the single supercontinent fragmented into the continents we recognize today. The breakup of Pangaea not only reshaped Earth's geography, it also transformed life itself. As continents drifted apart, species were separated, evolving in isolation. This led to the incredible diversity of plants and animals we see today. Chapter 5: Evidence that Pangaea was real. How do we know all this happened? The evidence is overwhelming. Fossils of identical species, like the ancient reptile Mesosaurus, are found in South America and Africa, even though today they're separated by the Atlantic Ocean. Rock formations line up perfectly across different continents, and magnetic patterns frozen in ancient volcanic rocks show how continents shifted over time. Together, these clues create a picture of Earth's ancient past so clear that scientists can reconstruct Pangaea with remarkable accuracy. Chapter 6: What Pangaea Means for US Today. Pangaea is more than a story about the past, it's a lesson about the future. The movement of Earth's plates hasn't stopped. Right now, continents are drifting a few centimeters each year. But given enough time, those tiny movements add up. Some scientists predict that hundreds of millions of years from now, the continents will merge again into a new supercontinent. They've even given these possible future worlds names: Pangaea Proxima, Amasia, Nova Pangaea. It's a reminder that the map we know today is only temporary. Our planet is alive, in constant motion. Conclusion. The story of Pangaea is the story of Earth itself, of continents colliding and breaking apart, of oceans opening and closing, of life adapting to constant change. So, the next time you look at a world map, remember, what seems permanent is really just a moment in time, because once upon a time, the world was one.